Don't get me wrong.
And he
How is
will,
it comparable to Bannon or Stone?
Sorry, and the idea that he is using the idea of the justice system being weaponized against his family is laughable, given that
Thank
Biden
God he's not gonna be
has helped
president,
direct
Piers.
the weaponization
Thank God
of the
you've got
justice
one
system
month left.
against Trump for
Wait,
a
you
year.
have no proof of that. What, do we just lie here? Is this just a show where we just tell lies?
Well, Joe
Where's
Biden
the part
lies.
where,
Yes,
where's the
haven't
part
you
where
been
Joe
on?
Biden directed the DOJ to do anything? Where is that?
Well, you think the entire weaponization of the American justice system against Trump in the last year, Biden had no involvement whatsoever?
Do you have proof of that?
I don't need proof of it. It's obvious.
I don't.
Okay, so hold on. So it's so obvious. Wait. So to be clear, it's so obvious that this DOJ is being politicized and used by Joe Biden, the same DOJ that went after his son?
And now you know why I like to watch Destiny. He represents exactly how the left is thinking right now, so you have an idea what's coming in your direction.
Yes.
The same DOJ that appointed a special prosecutor for when Biden had classified documents? What are we even talking? Do we even know how the government works in this country? What are we talking about right now?
And
How is it comparable to Bannon or Stone?
Sorry, and the idea that he is using the idea of the justice system being weaponized against his family is laughable, given that
Thank
Biden
God he's not gonna be
has helped
president,
direct
Piers.
the weaponization
Thank God
of
you've
the
got
justice
one-
system.
And now you also understand why Biden let their son go through the prosecution until he realized, I'm not the president anymore, and he pardoned his son.
Why did you just say bingo? What do you think a pardon is? How is a pardon meddling in the DOJ?
You don't think it's meddling with justice?
Because the DOJ and the judge even said yesterday that this was the most despicable abuse of power. Go listen to what the judge said, who's not a conservative judge, who wrote a scathing rebuke of the Biden administration's abuse of power after there had been a conviction for his son. Go read what the judge wrote, and you might
do you
understand,
think? I'm sorry.
wow,
Do you
this
think
is a
that
bad
when does a
precedent.
pardon happen if not after a conviction? What do you think a pardon is for? Is every single pardon?
That wasn't my
Okay,
point.
then
My
you
point,
just-
my
hold
point,
on, Piers,
Destiny.
please, let me
Yeah.
say this. This is the
Let
part
Piers
where
talk.
you
You have no
need to
idea-
listen to
to be
what
honest,
you're
you have no
saying.
idea what
No,
you're
listen
talking about.
to what you're saying.
No
You
idea
just
what you're talking
said
about. What's
that
Piers
you
gonna say?
only give a pardon when someone's been convicted. If that was true, they wouldn't have just given a 10-year absolute pardon to Hunter Biden for a bunch of crimes he committed in case he is actually investigated for the damn crime.
The whole point of issuing that pardon
you're wrong.
is to make it so that you guys can't spend the next 4 years playing Hillary's emails
If you
with
did
Hunter
not be
Biden. That's
wrong,
the whole
then you
point.
But didn't you guys do that with him, with grabbing into the pussy? And even if he joked with Hillary, did he actually go after her? He didn't.
Let me ask you something that's going around right now. A lot of this conversation about President Biden getting criticized from both sides of the aisle for pardoning his son Hunter after repeatedly saying he would never do it. And a lot of people are saying that it's hypocritical, etc., as if the other side doesn't do it.
Whoa.
But what's your reaction to it?
I mean, I think all of the criticism is valid because, Democrats stand on this moral high ground all the time. And, they act so self-righteous. The reality is he didn't have to say anything in regards to, whether or not, his son wanted to be pardoned. He could have said, hey, man, I'm not focused on that right now. But since they were calling Trump a threat to democracy and they were saying that, nobody's above the law, but they were speaking about him, that's what they were running on. So when he kept saying things like, nobody's above the law, I respect, the jury's decision in regards to my son, he didn't believe that. But he didn't have to volunteer that lie to begin with.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Uh-oh.
Only because you don't know that it was a lie. We don't know why he changed
You
his
really think he just changed his mind over Thanksgiving weekend all
No,
of a sudden?
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Why? I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over. And this is just my feeling, because at some point you get to the place where you just go, so I'm just going to follow the straight and narrow always, because that's what's expected of Democrats.
But that's their fault.
Give me a break. That's a bunch of malarkey.
They're the ones that they're the ones that go out there and they stand on this moral high ground.
Listen,
they don't have to do that.
I'm a Democrat. Tell me what the moral high ground is.
The moral high ground is nobody's above the law. I respect what the jurors are saying. He don't have to do that.
So we're mad at him because he changed his...
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad at him pardoning
But
Hunter
you sound
Biden.
like...
But you sound, police that tone, shut up. You use your moral high ground as if I follow the law. Stay in your place, like I'm KKK.
Bad power. power.
Okay, you didn't say that, but you get my point. And he changed his point because of a consequence. That's hypocritical.
No.
If I can get in on this, I actually think it went further, and this is one thing we really disagree on. Joe Biden made a point of saying we stand by our institutions
Yes, I
and the
understand all that.
impartiality of the
Yes.
Department of Justice.
Yes.
Democrats ran on that. This same DOJ indicted Hunter Biden. How we shouldn't be saying it's corrupt like Donald Trump does, but then in his statement pardoning Hunter Biden, he says that it was a political pursuit by his own Department of Justice.
Did you hear that, Destiny? Even Biden said it's a political pursuit, just like the other way, the same DOJ.
Hypocrisy, my friend.
To me why it is that when Joe Biden does something, everybody clutches their pearls. He's wrong.
Nobody
he lied.
has criticized Donald Trump more than me or Charlamagne
No,
the God.
I'm sorry. Yeah, people have criticized him more. I've criticized him more. We've all criticized him more.
And that's why you're a millionaire and everybody is suffering under inflation that you say doesn't exist.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
You're missing my question.
Okay.
My question is, what is it that makes people flip out with Joe, but we don't have the same kind of thing?
Well, I don't think people are flipping out with Joe. I think Democrats are flipping out with Joe because Democrats believe that they don't represent what he's currently representing. But that's just not true. That's why I say they stand on this moral high ground that simply does not exist. And I think this is also the problem when we pick sides, right? We've turned political parties into teams. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ain't nobody more delusional than me, right? Okay? I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl every year, but I'm not delusional. Well, no, that is delusional. But when it comes...
See, he can admit he can be wrong. You guys can, well, all of them other than the white girl.
But when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right, if you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
That's why I'm an independent.
Yes, but that's
and I think that's the best way to go.
But that's not a monolith. We're not, Democrats are not a monolith.
But why can't you say when Democrats are wrong?
Thank you!
You're fired.
And why can't Republicans say when Republicans are wrong?
I'll tell you when Democrats are
So you
wrong.
don't think Joe
I say
Biden
it
is
on the
wrong?
show.
No, I don't.
don't.
And can I
Well,
just point this out to you?
Who?
The president has a pardon
you're
power, right?
ridiculous.
I didn't say you were ridiculous, Ms. Goldberg.
Yeah,
I would never. I said that. I just think that's
Think
ridiculous.
about it.
think
Just
me a
think about
kiss.
it this way.
Yes, master.
Just very quickly. Can you reframe it in this way and think about it maybe in this way?
You guys see me? I'm a Democrat. Once I speak,
Immediate. Oh, Anna's just a secret right winger. Anna's just a secret right winger.
The president has the ultimate pardon power. Every president has done this, right?
Yeah.
And so what people are saying is that Joe Biden is now a liar, as opposed to Joe Biden is someone who now knows that the person that is going to be in the White House is on a revenge tour and his son is on an enemies list. And so he is using his rightful power, his rightful political power, to pardon his son. Now, is that a lie, or is that perhaps being pragmatic, having a change of opinion, as opposed to the president-elect who has lied almost 40,000 times during his first term?
imagine a woman with a very good job says to you, I will never forgive my husband that has cheated on me. And then suddenly when she loses that job, she's like, I never lied, but I will forgive my husband now.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
Why would you wanna justify something that somebody said that they never meant it because a circumstance have changed in their life? You want to justify lying.
Afghanistan, it's a success. The border is secure. Robert Hur is a liar. The videos are cheap fakes. Biden has a cold. He'll never drop out. Oh, I'll never pardon Hunter.
I can't.
Elect who has lied almost 40,000 times during his first term.
Well, I can't say what it is because
So
I'm not in
who has the moral high ground? Like, what's the faux outrage?
neither one of them have the moral high ground. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to understand. But when you are a diehard Democrat or a diehard Republican, you refuse to be objective about the other party. Like it's like we're watching them do something wrong, but we're making excuses for it. We watch Republicans do things wrong and they make excuses for it. Why can't we just all be objective and call it what it is?
Because it's not balanced.
It's not the same.
Even if you say that, it's not balanced. But clearly right now on the left, you have lied way more because we can fact check certain things that people have never said. Pete Hegseth drinking war with colleagues at Fox News, source tells NBC News. I'm like, whoa, anonymous people again. Since when being anonymous is the best source for information? And then you get non-anonymous opinions. Bullshit, 100% bullshit, actually horseshit. These are people that are working with him. Your story is horseshit, NBC. Put my name on it on the record. It'll be your only on the record source. Signed, the guy who sat next to him for 8 hours every week for 5 years starting at 6 a.m. The losers at NBC News never reached out to me either. Wilkane is right, your story is horseshit. You now have 2 people who sat next to him 8 hours a week on the record. Will you retract or correct your story?
I don't like you.
I see Pete numerous times while working at Fox News. Never got the impression he was ever drunk. No bloodshot eyes, no slurred speech, no disheveled appearance, no wobbly gait, nothing. I'm calling bullshit. Actually, alleged sounds way better than an anonymous source. I don't drink. I'm disgusted by the smell of alcohol on someone's bread. I've never ever seen Pete drink like that, and I've never smelled alcohol on his bread at work. These hit pieces are getting laughable. But I'm sure they're gonna say that they're not lying, right, Whoopi?
Why lie about it for so long?
I would stop, I'd stop calling it a lie.
Really?
Hegseth met with Tommy Tuberville of Alabama. Tuberville would not address controversies surrounding Hegseth.
We need somebody to straighten the military out, to get the woke, the DEI affiliation out, and go from there.
And now you know why they don't want him to be the next Secretary of Defense. Very simple.
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, durloqueta, verdetta, welcome.